Hey, it's JC. Welcome to Motorcycle Superstore. Today we're taking a look at some new helmets from Speed and Strength. This is the SS2500 helmet. It's a really cool looking street fighter helmet, dual sport helmet, adventure touring helmet. This is a real popular style currently in that it comes with a visor on top. Now this is going to help obviously with keeping the sun out of your eyes as it's either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. This is actually one of my personal favorite styles of helmet just because it is so versatile. Something that's cool about this particular helmet, as far as the Speed and Strength line goes, is that the outer shell is made out of tri-composite fiberglass. That allows it to be a little bit lighter, and one of the things that Speed and Strength is so proud about is between the way that they shape their shell and their interior EPS liner, they say that these helmets are actually about 20% smaller than a lot of the other brands on the market. This particular model is the Lunatic Fringe. Obviously, it's got a really hip style to it. Here on my right, you can see that there's some different options as far as graphics and colors. This is the Hellenback helmet. Talking about this lid here, you've got what they call Airstrike ventilation. That's just their term for it, but basically it has vents in, vents out, the idea being that you keep your head cool while you're riding. More importantly though, some of the features on this helmet that differentiate it from others of the same genre is the face shield. This is the first thing I noticed when I picked it up. The face shield has a very interesting shape to it. The bottom has this big lip on both sides, and what that does is a couple of things. First off, it allows for ambidextrous use of lifting the shield. So you can use your right hand, you can use your left hand, whichever way you like it. Nice ridge, easy to get a hold of to flip that thing up and down. The other thing it does is it provides a better seal. It's able to fit the contour of the helmet on the chin bars, and this is what's going to allow it to keep air from coming in. It's not going to whistle. The idea being a better seal equals a better ride. Something that is also important about this is that when you get a visor on top of your helmet, it can catch a lot of wind. And especially if you're out on freeways or you're doing high-speed riding, this can be a problem. It tends to pull your head back and it can be strenuous. So they've addressed that by putting enormous cutouts on top of the visor. This is going to allow air to pass through without being restrictive, and at the same time providing the shade needed when you're riding in those harsh light conditions. So now that we've seen that one, let's take a look inside the helmet. Again, this is the Hellenback. Obviously it's got a different color scheme. It's also available in a solid black. This is the orange model, and there's also a high vis. When you get inside of this helmet, you're going to notice what they call the CoolCore Liner. All of the Speed and Strength helmets have CoolCore liners. These are moisture wicking, comfort liners and cheek pads that are removable. The nice thing about being able to pull these out is that you can wash them, keep them clean, and they're a little bit easier to maintain. Oh, as you can see, I'm struggling to get it out. That's because it has an interesting closure system. This closure system uses, well, two different things. First off, it has a Velcro that closes underneath your chin to keep this metal clasp off of it. And this metal clasp is a ratcheting system, which makes it unique. What it does is it allows for single-handed operation. The speed strap, as it's called, is made out of aluminum, so it's going to be more durable. It has a nicer, more high-quality feel to it. As you can see, it ratchets easily, and it's got a nice pull tab here, so if you got gloves on, it's no problem to just yank that thing, and off it comes. The importance of the liner underneath with the Velcro is that it's going to keep the metal away from your Adam's apple. It's going to keep it off of your chin or your beard stubble. It just makes for a more comfortable ride. So going back inside, the CoolCore Liner is going to wick away the moisture, wick away the sweat, and help it evaporate quicker through the EPS channels and the vent systems. Pop right out. One thing that I like about the liner, it uses really simple snaps, but more importantly along the front, along the forehead and brow area, it doesn't use snaps at all. A lot of helmets will use a clip-in or a tab system. This again uses Velcro, which I think is really cool because it's easy to come out. Some of those tab systems can be very cumbersome. So the easier it out, the more likely it is that you're going to clean it and keep it fresh, and that's always a good thing. So this is definitely a nice helmet that's at a price point that's really in between some of the super high-end and some of those lower levels like the Fly Trekker. Obviously you get nice features with it, so it is a high-end lid, but you're not going to pay that high-end price. Going back to Lunatic Fringe very quickly, it's also got a couple other components just that kind of go along with the general Lunatic theme. Some lightweight gloves. It's got some casual wear with a matching t-shirt, so check out the website, you can find more information on that. The SS2500 from Speed and Strength, so you can get your super deals super fast.